It sucks, chat. I just want my phone to stay straight. What up, chat? Pretty sure my dumbass came out here without a lighter again. So, at least I got my microphone. Is it turned on now? Yeah. That it sucked. Probably walked all in the house talking to myself, thinking y'all could hear me. But y'all couldn't hear me because I would have forgotten to turn on the microphone. That would not help. That'd be bullshit. Alright, now where the hell is this lighter? Okay, there we go. I don't really smoke anymore, peoples. So I'm always losing my lighters. Wow, dude on the TV got a big fucking head, man. That's crazy. Looks like a bobblehead. Get my water out the fridge. Boom. We not going anywhere. We right here. Yo, that's crazy. Chuck Norris died, bro. Like, that literally invalidated all the Chuck Norris jokes, man. That's what we should do. That's what we should do. We should tell Chuck Norris jokes. Right? So, talking about forgive Alyssa because she didn't capitalize shit. Nah, dead ass though, Alyssa. We're not talking about grammar here. We're talking about letter soup. People are looking like, what the fuck? But if you put a capital L, a capital U, and a capital T, it makes it a lot easier for people to see what the hell it says. Because now it's like, even though there's no spaces, you can still see where each word starts. So I wasn't trying to play with nothing. I was telling people like, hey, listen, I know it's annoying to try to figure out what the hell all that says, but at least she tried. I had your back, fam. If Chuck Norris and Jean-Claude Van Damme will get into a fight to the death, who would win? Obviously Jean-Claude Van Damme, because Chuck Norris is dead. Check this out. Chuck Norris's tears cure cancer. It's just a shame he's never cried. Did you hear about the Chuck Norris toilet paper? I know, legend. I was making a joke, bro. Chuck Norris all the way, though. Anybody ever heard of the Chuck Norris toilet paper? I'm waiting. Anybody, doom, doom, ow, 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 ow. When Chuck Norris was born, he built the hospital with his bare hands. Facts. What up, Nate? What up, Wendy? But legend, have you heard of the Chuck Norris toilet paper? Wendy, have you heard the horrible news that Chuck Norris is no longer with us? All right, so legend, you know why you never heard of the Chuck Norris toilet paper? It got recalled the same week they put it out because it wouldn't take shit from nobody. What up, Terry Moss? Terry Moss, you got any good Chuck Norris jokes? Damn, I used to have a whole bunch of them. Damn it, I used to have a whole bunch of them. Yeah, that's sad, Wendy. Chuck Norris was a folk hero. They got all these jokes about Chuck Norris about how he's like basically invincible, and yeah, now he died. So it invalidated the jokes, man. That shit sucks. The weather looks really good in Florida, bro. It is beautiful, man. It's like 78 degrees today. Oh man, I love it down here. Pause. Yo, who got some Chuck Norris jokes, man? We want some Chuck Norris jokes in the chat today. I can't Google them because then I'm gonna lose you guys. Legend, bruh. Google me some Chuck Norris jokes, man. I want to remember the classics. There was one. Oh shit, Nate, you live in Sweden, bro? Yo, we had some viewers from Sweden last night on the chat. I don't know for sure. They didn't come right out and tell me, but all evidence points to them being underage girls. So I wouldn't recommend you trying to like get in touch with them or nothing like that. But it was just cool. We had some Swedish people in the chat last night. I had no idea you was from Sweden. I searched up Chuck Norris jokes and it said, so Chuck Norris does not do push-ups. He pushes the earth down. Yeah, those are the jokes, Alyssa. And there's so many really great ones. And it's pissed me off that I can't remember them. A bunch of them have to do with him like roundhouse kicking something or other, and I can't remember. Do me a favor, Alyssa, since Legend is ignoring me. Oh no, he said, "Oh hey, hang on, that's what's up." You know, Legend is good for shit like that, so he's gonna come back with a whole bunch of them. Damn it. Damn it, man. Chuck Norris jokes are fucking hilarious. That, you know what it is? That one, I found that other one so funny. Chuck Norris's tears cure cancer. It's too bad he never cried. That one to me was so funny, like I can't even, like it just knocked all the other jokes out of my head. Let's see, there is no chin behind Chuck Norris's beard, just another fist. Mm-hmm. What else? Keep them coming, pause. Oh, the boogeyman checks under his bed at night for Chuck Norris. Legend, do me a favor. Look at Alyssa's last. All right, so nah, it's not her last comment. Alyssa already gave us that one. Alyssa said, "I searched up Chuck Norris jokes, and it says so. Chuck Norris does not do push-ups. He pushes the earth down. Come on, you gotta have some more than that." Waldo is hiding from Chuck Norris. It's the close. It's the closet. What's the closet? What you talking about, Willis? Waldo is hiding from Chuck Norris. Keep him going. Legend, don't stop. Just look up Chuck Norris jokes and just keep blessing us with them. Matter of fact, hold on, peoples. Hold on one moment. Don't go nowhere. I'm gonna find something. All right. Time waits for no man. unless that man is Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris can divide by 0. When Chuck Norris divides, there are no remainders. All right, Wendy said recently, Chuck posted a video made by his son. The son asked him, "Dad, what are you doing?" Chuck answered, "I'm just warming up," while he was powerlifting at 80 plus his age. That's a joke or that's real? That don't sound like a joke. When a cobra bites Chuck Norris, the cobra dies after 5 days of excruciating pain. Yeah, there you go. There's the Chuck Norris joke right there. That's a good one. When a cobra bites Chuck Norris, the cobra dies after 5 days of excruciating pain. Are there any Colorado people in the chat? What up, Yvonne? I don't think there's any Colorado peoples right now. But welcome to the chat. Chuck Norris can taste lies. I'm so good at finding shit, bro. I'm tough. I still got to make the I'm tough shirts. It's real, but Chuck made it a joke by himself. Okay. I used to watch Walker, Texas Ranger with my grandma, man. Chuck Norris once roundhouse kicked someone at the speed of light. There's much better Chuck Norris roundhouse kick jokes, man. I just can't remember any off the top of my head. Oh, man. Any tips to get gum off the bottom of your shoe? Yeah, Google it. I honestly have no idea. They say a couple different things work. I really don't know how well any of them work. They say like freezing it works. They say peanut butter works. This I've never actually heard, but it just makes sense to me. I would imagine walking around in the dirt would help, because you ever notice that when something gets dirty, like it loses its ability to stick? Chuck Norris has never blinked in his entire life. Did you know Chuck Norris was best friends with Bruce Lee? I didn't know they were best friends, but I knew they were friends. Nate says, is it safe to drink tap water in the USA? I'm not sure about that. That's why I drink bottled water. When I run out of bottled water, I still drink the tap water, like rather than not have any water, because even if it is harmful, I doubt that like once in a while is going to make a big deal. But the thing is, we have a lot of prescription drug use in this country. A lot of that shit gets flushed down the toilet. And if you test the water, it's said that they find, I've obviously never tested it myself, but they say that it's, you'll find like small traces of like Prozac and shit like that in the fucking water, aside from the fact they put fluoride in it and all of these other things that I would just rather not have in my system. So I stick to the bottled water. But, you know, growing up, I drank nothing but straight tap water. We didn't even have bottled water like that when I was a kid. That was some shit that came out later on, you know. Here we go. Legends coming up with some good ones now. Chuck Norris counted to infinity twice. All right. Chuck Norris can drink the water in Mexico. Legend didn't say that. I just thought of that now, since Nate was asking about the water here. Chuck Norris can slam a revolving door. The dark is afraid of Chuck Norris. That's great. Ice Cube will help you get Ice Cube. Yeah, see? Oh, Alyssa, an Ice Cube will help you get rid of gum. Wendy played you instead of just pretending like she ain't noticed that you spelled it wrong. She straight up wrote it the way that you wrote it and then corrected you. Chuck Norris beat the sun at a staring contest. I don't think I ever heard that one. That's great, dude. Wounded Man. Shout out to Wounded Man. Wounded Man gave me a like. You know what? I'm gonna give you a song. I'm gonna make it up on the spot. Wounded Man gave me a like. That's right. Wounded Man gave me a like. Probably see me live on my bike and joined us here. So Wounded Man gave me a like. Loud and clear. Appreciate you, Wounded Man. Thanks for the like. Burning the hands, worth two in the bush. Pause. That was a good cause. We appreciate the like. Wounded Man, because you know what happens when you like the stream. YouTube will push it to more people that view the same things as you. And then we get more people up in the chat that can talk to you, talk to me, talk to Alyssa, and even Wendy. Thanks for the like, Wounded Man. Thank you. Thank you for the like. Appreciate the like. Wounded Man hooked me up with a fucking like. Thank you for the like, Wounded Man. Now, we got some Chuck Norris jokes too. I know it's great. I was like, he's gonna love this one. Pause. Yo, you wanna hear a crazy pause? The craziest of pauses in quite a while. So listen, check this out. My homeboy at work, I gave him the link, for my channels. Pause. And he seen me in his feed. He seen, the podcast in his feed. So he told me today, yo, you be coming on my phone? I was like, whoa. Nah, bro, you got me mixed up with somebody else. But remind me never to ask you to borrow your phone, bro. You want some Lysol or something, dude? Chuck Norris does not sleep, he waits. Yo, listen, could you believe the audacity, though? For somebody that knows me, it'd be different if it was like a stranger that didn't know how I get down with the pausing and shit. Like, So you're pretty much like, oh, wait, what the cause of that happening? What the cause of that? So anyway, you're just as on point with the pauses as I am, and I'm proud of you for that. Like sometimes you might slip and forget to pause something, just like I do, but you never miss somebody else's. Like when someone else violates, you never miss that shit. Like people better watch what they say in front of you, straight like that. So it's like, imagine someone having the nerve to just not to be like, yo, you be coming on my phone, right? And not pause that shit. That's crazy. Legend said Chuck Norris can speak Braille. That's fucking great. Wendy. As it is already said, Chuck Norris. Oh yeah, twice already actually, Wendy. Dina Davis. What up, Dina Davis? I feel the power of my fingertips, bro. Pause. Yo. I know people in your school are like scared to talk around you. I know this. Food Freak! What up, Food Freak? Welcome back. Thank you. And you come with a Chuck Norris joke. Food Freak, you are appreciated, Food Freak. Straight like that. Chuck Norris doesn't wear a watch. He decides what time it is. Yo, that's great. There we go. Yo, Chuck Norris doesn't wear a watch. He decides what time it is. Sorry if it's... Nah, that one wasn't said. That one wasn't said. That was great. How are you today? It's been 83 here in Greenbow, Alabama. That's what's up, Dina Davis. Today it was like 59 when I woke up this morning. And what's it called? Now it gotta be like high 70s. They is scared. That's crazy that you know that. It's not crazy that I know that. People are scared to talk around me. You know, grown ass men are like, oh man, I gotta watch what the fuck I say around this guy, man. So I couldn't imagine what the fucking kids in school, because grown men, especially at a job or something, like they don't give a fuck. Like when you get older, like none of that shit matters. Like, you know what I mean? I'm the only immature one that makes jokes like that. You know, so they could just roll their eyes and ignore me if they want. But when I pause them and they really hear how that shit sounded, they're like, oh wow, yeah, that's crazy. Yeah. Chuck Norris is the only person that can punch a cyclops between the eyes. Dina said, dang, that's freezing for you. Yo, Alyssa, check this out. When you get a little bit older, I want you on the podcast. I'll send you the link. It's remote. You don't even have to be here. I want you on the podcast so we can fucking pause people together. That is going to be fucking great. Oh, man. Let's see. Chuck Norris doesn't read books. He just stares them down until he gets the information that he wants. Yeah. That's fucking great. It will be legendary. Word. That's what I'm saying. Alyssa, I'm about to give you a gem right now. So, repause order. That's the name of the channel you want to look up. Repause order. So, when I was a kid, there was these two rappers, Cameron and Mace. More people know Mace than Cameron, because Mace was under P. Diddy. He did songs with P. Like him and Mace were like a group together on the Bad Boy label. Chuck Norris doesn't shower. He only takes blood baths. So they have a podcast called It Is What It Is. It's a sports podcast, right? And repause order, because they always pausing each other. And not only pausing each other, but they will be like, they'll bring back old lyrics and be like, oh, so what did you mean when you said? Yo, so now, what's it called? So now the repause order channel takes all the pauses from the Cameron and Mace podcast and fucking makes a compilation out of them. And then there's another channel called Pause Maino, Maino. I believe they have a YouTube channel. I know for a fact there's an Instagram, but I think they also have a YouTube channel, Pause Maino. So there's a podcast called Let's Rap About It with some rappers from when I was young. Mainly it's Jim Jones, Fabulous, Fabulous, Maino, and Dave East. Dave East is like the youngest one out of all of them. Like, And every time they pause Mano, he doesn't get it, and he starts getting upset. And they have a whole channel dedicated to all the times that they pause Mano on that show, and it's fucking hilarious. Hold on. I'm writing it down. Food Freak said Chuck Norris can divide by zero. That was up, but that's still a great one. Superman owns a pair of Chuck Norris undies. Legend. That one is legendary. When God said, let there be light, Chuck Norris said, say please. Chuck Norris doesn't breathe. He just holds air hostage. Chuck Norris can clap in one hand, so can I. Oh, Mike's here. I'm a rock. I am Halloween 420. Say I'm a rocker, but I love some Fabulous. Yeah, man, Fabulous is good. You know what's funny? I only used to, when I was young, I only used to listen to rap. And then as I got older, I started to appreciate classic rock, alternatives, and now I like it all. He can clap with no hands. Pause. Yo, that is crazy. That is going on a t-shirt, Food Freak. So, so here's what we do on this channel, right? We call pause when something sounds sexual, but it wasn't meant that way. And if you don't call pause, if you don't call pause, then you get screenshotted and thrown on a t-shirt, totally out of context. So he can clap with no hands. It's definitely going on a t-shirt. I'm pretty baked myself, Food Freak. That's why I think it's so funny. Are you familiar with this particular apparatus that I am using right now? I just got done smoking a trans tobacco cigarette. And if you're wondering what trans tobacco is, I believe I mentioned it at the end of the last stream on the other channel. But trans tobacco is tobacco that was not assigned tobacco at harvest, but it identifies as tobacco, and therefore it is real tobacco, and it does not violate YouTube's community standards in any way. Then I got stuck on my vapes. I go, well, this is a dry herb vape. This is a vape that you actually put flour into. Oh, and which, you know what? I totally forgot to load it up. I got the last one still in there. They have these capsules that you fill up. And this thing holds the capsules. So now you get it up to temperature, you get a capsule, boom, you drop it in. And I like to have it facing this way. That looks cool, mine not. Alyssa, what you laughing at? Tell me you laughing at that pause, that I mean the t-shirt. Tell me that's not a great t-shirt. Legend said, Chuck Norris was exposed to the coronavirus. Now the virus is in quarantine. Oh, that's great. Fucking Chuck Norris, man. I can't believe Chuck Norris is gone, though. That's crazy. You know what? I'm going to do an episode of the Young Podcast. Remembering Chuck Norris, telling all these Chuck Norris jokes. Oh, shit. Yo, matter of fact, that reminds me of my favorite Chuck Norris joke, man. And you know what? It just changed. So now I'm going to make the change, and it's going to be great. You ready? Chuck Norris died 20 years ago. Death finally built up the courage to tell him. The original joke is Death just hasn't had the courage to tell him yet. What you mean, rice, legend? What's that? Oh, good. Rice in 30 seconds. Oh. I think Alyssa is laughing about the Chuck joke that I made. Oh, man. So Wendy's over here bragging on herself. Good job, Wendy. Good job. Can't touch this, Wendy. Yeah, but this vape, man. This vape, I love how this thing hits. Listen, but did you see the T-shirt though? Antonio has missed that one, so I'm gonna go back. Wade from USA. Most certainly am Food Freak 102. Born and raised in New York, and I now live in Florida. Okay, Wendy said Chuck Norris recently had the idea to sell his pee as canned beverages, now called Red Bull. Food Freak, what are you from Canada? Canada? Yeah, I saw that. And thank you for the super chat earlier. I noticed that it was in Canadian dollars. And that's when I was like, oh shit, she's from Canada. Eh? I was a boot to ask you that, actually. I said something about the t-shirt. Oh shit. Yo, tell me that wasn't a good one, dude. He can clap with no hands? That's crazy. Oh man. The legend is legendary. The Great Wall of China was originally Chuck. Wait. The Great Wall of China was originally Chuck Norris out. It didn't work. Oh, it was originally made to keep Chuck Norris out, probably. Legend, man, you gotta proofread your jokes, brother. You gotta proofread them shits. I'm gonna correct it for you, though. The Great Wall of China was originally made to keep Chuck Norris out. It didn't work. You good, legend? Hold on. Damn, nobody thought my Chuck Norris joke was funny. That was my favorite Chuck Norris joke of all time, and everybody's like, meh. The one that he died 20 years ago. Chuck Norris can do a wheelie on a unicycle. Legend, man. You ain't gotta apologize, bro. I'm just breaking chops. Just breaking stones, sir. Nate, I need to sleep. All right, Nate. Have a good night, brother. Thank you for joining us. If you happen to come up with some Chuck Norris jokes by the time you see me in the next stream, don't forget to drop them. Oh fuck. Hell yeah, I remember one stream, it was just me, Dukes, and the legend. The legend was misspelling ish. Me and Dukes was tripping. Facts. I always know what he's saying, but I just gotta be a dick about it. Once a cobra bit Chuck Norris's leg. Yeah. So that was, someone told that already. I think Alyssa told that one. Chuck Norrie Once had a heart attack, his heart lost. Man, rest in peace, Chook. Chook Norris can drown a fish. I know you do. You always be a smart. That's one of the things I love. Yo, and you know what's so funny though, Alyssa? I know you're not one of these people, but it's funny, like when I read shit, like the way that people wrote it on purpose and act all fucking confused and everything. It's funny how many people really think I'm a fucking idiot and don't realize that I'm just being a dick. Like, you notice that shit? How the trolls be fucking checking me in the chat like I don't know how to read or something? Chuck Norris can strangle you with the cordless phone. That is fucking hilarious, dude. I know, Loki, they be retyping this shit because they get mad. No, but I'm not even talking about the people that I'm checking. I'm talking about other people. So, like, let's say the legend misspells something, and then I pretend that I don't understand because of the words misspelled, and then somebody else will chime in and call me a fucking idiot because, like, obviously you know what he's trying to say, and it's like, and I'm the fucking idiot. Like, you don't realize that I realize that, and I'm an idiot. Okay. When Chuck Norris writes, he makes paper believe. Oh, this is great. Yeah, that's gonna be a video. Chuck Naughty jokes. That's gonna be next Wednesday's video. I'm trying to put out a video every Sunday and every Wednesday. Wednesday, I'm gonna put out the Chuck Norris jokes. Oh yeah, they be calling you an idiot. A lot. Someone call you doofus. Word. That's what I'm saying. That should be so funny. It's like they're calling me dumb because they're not smart enough to realize that I'm not dumb. I'm just joking. Like, how ironic is that? But you didn't see it. I probably did see it. I think I remember that shit. Matter of fact, nah, if I seen it, I would have said something. But either way, like, and then the people, like when I start now really calmly ripping them apart, like you notice that I don't get mad, I don't raise my voice or nothing. Like I just, with very calm and matter of fact, just explain to them the bare facts of the situation that make them look bad. And then they start getting all butthurt. That's like my absolute favorite. That's why I love the trolls. That's why, like, sometimes when I'm not even reading the chat and I know there's some fucking trolls in there talking shit, that's why I'm like, I start talking about how, yep, right about now is when some fucking dumb. Let me ask you something, Melissa. How often is it that I say something like, yep, right about now is when some fucking dumbasses are coming and talking shit that I'm doing something wrong? How often is it that, like, the dumbass is really there talking shit, like, at that moment when I say that? Food freak. Chuck Norris can play violin with the chainsaw. Wendy said, there's never been a hurricane named Chuck because it would have destroyed everything. To whip around without putting other people in danger. There is. Yo, I love that shit though. I love that, like, I'm not even giving them individual attention, but I'm just acknowledging that there's some fucking idiot out there right now talking shit, but not, but literally not even knowing that there actually is one. What up, B Bob? Why did you mess up, Unc? Because I was supposed to have that shit delivered to my fucking house, but I had it delivered to my job, so I had to ride all the way home with a fucking big ass box bungee corded to the back seat of my bike. What up, Yeet? Champions are the breakfast of Chuck Norris is crazy, legend. Pause, bro. What delivery? You know how I got a green screen for the podcast? I got some better lighting for it. So this way, it doesn't it's smoother. It just works better when the lighting is proper. If your green screen lighting ain't right, looks like shit. Death once had a near Chuck Norris experience. Yeah, right now, Bebop and Yeet, we just honoring Chuck Norris with some Chuck Norris jokes. And I'm probably gonna come out with an episode of straight Chuck Norris jokes. Chuck Norris, shout out Chuck Norris. Well, happy birthday. Oh, this year. For some reason, I read tomorrow, and I was like, oh shit, happy birthday. Help me pick a show on Netflix. I don't fuck with Netflix. I don't support Netflix. I canceled my Netflix when they made that cuties bullshit. Chuck Norris calendar goes straight from March 31st to April 2nd because no one fools Chuck Norris. Oh, shit. How you figure, Bebop? I need to shave, bro. You're wearing it. I look old as fuck right now. Nah, I'm telling you, cuz being on the... Oh. Nah. You gotta be, like 18, like, legal to sign contracts and all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, because remember, like, eventually this shit is gonna be paid. It's gonna make money, and like whatever podcast that you're on, all of them is still gonna be getting views, and ain't getting views, and I'm gonna have to pay you, and you're gonna have to file taxes, and blah 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 blah. And, you know what I mean? Like, it's just gonna be a whole fucking hassle if you're not 18. But once you're 18, good to go. I'll send you the link. Get on remote. And we just pause the shit out of the guests and, the other fucking hosts and all that. Damn, you right. We'll get there. Yeah, man. Yo, listen, time flies, man. You don't realize time fucking flies. Yee, that was wild, Yee. Like, what the fuck made you say that? I don't even want to repeat that shit. Chuck Norris does not spell check. If he happens to misspell the word Oxford or change the spelling. Yeah, to be legit. I don't understand such a big word. I'm not gonna lie. Turning 16 in 2026. You must have missed everything. We clown 2010 people because 2009 people are better. Yo, I turned 16 in. Why can't I do math right now? Um, I turned 16 in 1998. Pond Angler. What up, Pond Angler? I'm doing good, B Bob. How you doing, man? What's your story, fam? Chuck Norris can dribble a bowling ball. Nah, 2003 was the year. 2003, I was 21. On the seventh day, got arrested and Chuck Norris took over. That's crazy, man. That's blasphemous, though. Try not to laugh at that kind of shit. Whatever floats your half sinking boat. Yee, why you so mean all of a sudden, bro? Who you being mean to? Go ahead, B Bob. You never told us your fucking story. We wanted to hear that shit yesterday. 2003. I was 9 in 1991. Wounded man. Talking about the video of the cops pulling you over and grabbing your arm. When do you think he would post it? So we can see your side and the cop side. I want to edit that shit. I want to get it right, and I want to take care of my ticket before I post that shit up. But it's gonna be really soon. Matter of fact, I don't know if I gotta take care of the ticket because I'm not. Yeah. I probably want to take care of the ticket first. But yeah, maybe a week or two tops. But like I said, I want to do that shit right now that I have both sides of the footage. I want to put the same clothes on that I was wearing that day, and I want to do an intro, and I want to do some like narrating between scenes, like sitting on my bike. I want to go somewhere, the beach or wherever the fuck, like, or maybe I use my green screen and be like in a jail cell or I don't want to be fake about it. I'll go somewhere with a nice background, and I'll set my camera up, while I'm on the bike, and I'm gonna do like I said, an intro and some narration, cutscenes, and all that. This is gonna be a good video, man. What happened in this stream? In this stream, Chuck Norris jokes. We've been telling straight Chuck Norris jokes for like the last 40 minutes. My favorite, that nobody even laughed at, but it's still my favorite, is that Chuck Norris died 20 years ago. Death finally built up the courage to tell him about it. You think Cam knows about Chuck? Of course, everybody knows Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris. Hey, Chuck Norris. Alyssa said, I'm already on spring break, but for me, it's okay, Yeet. I'll come down soon, pause. Yee Young, it's how you talking about spring break. No, bro. Literally, he's not talking about spring break like what's it called? Going to Miami and getting drunk and going to the beach. He's talking about buddies in fucking elementary school or junior high school or whatever the fuck, middle school, and they have spring break, spring recess. When do your streams start? In the morning on the other channel, I start them at like 7:15 in the morning, Monday to Friday, and ride to work, and then that's it. When I get to work, I gotta start working. Then when I get out of work, depending if I've been skipping the gym lately. When I go to the gym, I stream like, this is on New York time, by the way. I stream at like 6 o'clock. When I don't go to the gym, it's like 5:15 on the other channel. Then once I get home, I let everybody know I'll be here, and if they'd like to continue on with the conversation, we over here. Oh shit! I thought you were from the other channel, bro. I feel like I'm so used to seeing your name. I thought you were one of the people that came over from the other channel to meet me here. So, because that chat's a lot bigger. So the other channel is Alyssa or Yeet or somebody. Can you Legend? Can you write the at for my motorcycle channel? It's I Douglas Antonio. AYEDOOGLAS Antonio. And let me show you. The mic that I'm talking to you on right now, I keep it in my helmet. This is actually, the other channel is my original channel. This is something new. So this is the bike right here. And I have the phone right here, you know, in the mount. So you get to see like the fucking the dash, you know, like the speed and all that, and you know, out the windshield and da, 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 da. How fast does it go? The top speed it's electronically limited, but it still moves. It's limited to 186 miles an hour. I don't know where you are. If you do kilometers, it's 299 kilometers an hour. But if you remove the restriction, it goes a little faster than that. I personally have no need to remove the restriction. First gear is 99 miles an hour. I don't know what that is in kilometers. I know 100 kilometers is 60 miles. So let's do this math. It shouldn't be that hard. 100 kilometers is 60 miles. That means 30 miles is 50 kilometers. I gotta add 30 to 60 to get 90. Right? So that'd be 150 kilometers an hour plus the 9 miles an hour, which is a tenth of 90 miles an hour. So that'd be 15. So 165. That means 99 miles an hour is 165 kilometers an hour. Thanks, Bebop. Bebop, do me a favor. Can you write out I Douglas Antonio with the at? Or somebody. Did you say the top speed is 180? 186. From the factory. If you take off the restriction, it's like 205. That's what I'm told. Thanks, Bebop. Pine Angler right there is the one Bebop just commented. Yeah, Wounded Man. That bike moves, man. Like I said, it's the top of first gear is 99 miles an hour. That shit is nuts. Bro, it's crazy going 18, 20 miles an hour. You can't even get off the clutch. You know, it's like, the fuck? You hit the power band at like 56 miles an hour in first gear. The red line is, what's the fastest you taking it? Obviously, legally on a closed course, I got just over 180. I didn't know how fast I was going at the time. I wasn't looking at the speedometer. If I did, I would have got the extra 6 miles out of it and just hit the limiter. But I didn't know. I got up to speed and I let off. And after the fact, when I reviewed my camera footage, I had to figure it out because I was blocking it. Right, I couldn't see it until because I was tucked down. Once I let off the throttle and picked my head up and let like the wind catch me and the speed started dropping fast, I saw 173. So I must have been going 180, 182 somewhere. You couldn't find it? That's odd. It should be really easy to find. AYE, yeah. Like as soon as you type in the search, as soon as you type AYED, that shit should pop up. I have just about to break 14,000 subs on that channel. I got like 13,980 something. You know, so it usually pulls up really fast when people search for it. Like when I meet people and I tell them, oh, I got a YouTube channel, and they start searching for it, like as soon as they get the first couple of letters, I see that shit is the first result. Are you sure you spelled it right? Man, I love that I got used to vaping instead of smoking. Oh yeah, let's hear your story, B-Bob. You got finally. You got a supervisor. Married with a wife and kids, all right. Sounds like it's about to get real weird. If that's necessary to mention, shit's about to get wild. Come on, B-Bob. Make with the story, bruh. You can't just have me sitting here in silence, making my stream boring. All right. He always says to me every time I come back from the weekend, I missed you and rubs my back every time. Bumba dirty boy that man. Dirty bumba ras clot, pussy bumba blood clot boy that man. Make you go suck your mother. Go suck your mother. That's what you got for tell the man. Suck your mother. But he keeps flirting with me and says crazy stuff to me. And he knows you like that. See, here's the whole thing, right? With straight dudes at a job, like straight dudes will joke around with each other on some gay shit, right? Um, if Buddy knows you're that way and he's doing all of that shit, then yeah, man. That and then here's my whole thing, right? What you do is between you and God. But that would be the only reason that I would fucking have any qualms with like breaking up a happy home. If, for example, it was the other way and his wife was trying to get at me, because it's like I don't have a commitment to Buddy. Like, I don't know Buddy. Buddy is not my friend. Buddy's not my family member. Buddy isn't anybody that I owe any kind of loyalty to, absolutely whatsoever. So if his wife want me to fuck, chances are I'm gonna fuck his wife, and that's between them. You know what I'm saying? He got every right to be mad at her because they have a commitment. Like, she's not supposed to be doing shit like that. That's his wife. But if she's gonna do shit like that, I'm just some random dude. Like, I don't have no obligation to him or any kind of loyalty to him. So like, I don't see it as I'm doing anything wrong. She's doing something wrong. I'm not. You know what I mean? So that's my kind of view on that shit. But yeah, that's exactly what yeah, if he did all of that, then yeah, you know what time it is, bro. Put it this way. You remember that story that I told you about that dude that was my friend that I kicked him out of my house because I felt like that motherfucker was halfway coming on to me? Like, what you're describing to me is way, way, way more than what I threw this dude out of my fucking house for, bro. Oh, but it's making you uncomfortable though. All right. So here's the whole thing, B-Bob. If it's making you uncomfortable, if you're not into the dude like that, the best thing to do, I would say, is to what's it called? Is to say something to him. Just before you even have to even go any further than that, just tell him, listen, I just want to let you know that all of this makes me uncomfortable. I haven't said anything because I was kind of hoping it would just go away on its own, but it doesn't seem that it's gonna go away on its own. And with all due respect, I'm not trying to cause any problems, but at the same time, like, I feel like, you know, you might only be doing all of this shit because you think I'm with it. But I'm not. So that's even better. He started texting you. That's even fucking better because what's it called? If you text all of this shit to him, then it's not like the motherfucker can fire you. Like, if you come to him man to man and tell him to his face, then you got no proof that you said that and that's why he's firing you. But if you text him that shit and then he fires you, like, nah, that ain't gonna work. So that's what I would do. I would text him and tell him that it's uncomfortable. What do you do for a job? I run the shipping and receiving department at a steel manufacturer. I negotiate freight, unload trucks, unload trucks, sign off that we got what they said we got, all that good stuff. That was my story I was supposed to tell. I did not expect that. Who you talking to? Me or Bebop, huh, nigga? That was my story. Yeah, but hold on a second though, Bebop. Oh, why? What? What kind of work did you expect me to do? Hello from Bosnia, my friend. Oh, shout out to Bosnia, man. One of my favorite subscribers is from Bosnia. Buddy helped me get my start. He does moto vlog compilations. So my other channel is a lot more popular than this one. This is a new channel that I just recently started because I wanted to do a podcast. But my other channel is a motorcycle channel, and now I'm just a hair under 14,000 subs, and it's like 2 years old. And one of the biggest boosts that I got was from somebody from Bosnia that asked me if he can repost something that I posted and tag me and all that. Probably like someone's boss at a manufacturing company. Nah, I mean it is a manufacturing company, but nah, I'm in the whole. I do the whole everything myself in that department. There is nobody for me to be their boss. It's just me. How much money is powerful? That's a really good question. That really all depends on what your goals are, what your cost of living is, what part of the world you're in, how old you are, what you plan on doing with that money. The weather in Florida, right now I want to say it's probably about 75. Bebop said every time we walk by each other, he just has to touch me when I'm broke. Yeah, but that's what I mean. You should text him and tell him, like, that shit makes you uncomfortable. That's what I would do at least. I mean, truthfully, I'd probably turn around the first time he did that shit, be like, yo, do you know where you at, bro? You good? Calpson Beta, I am a billionaire and I know more. Congratulations to you. You did it, you won. You are an inspiration to many, sir. How much did that cool ass bike cost? When I bought it brand new, with all the dealer fees and taxes and all that bullshit and the warranty I paid for and yada, yada, yada. Out the door price was $21,000. The MSRP was $17,500. But good luck trying to pay that. Yeah, I love that bike, man. I got another bike too. I blew the engine. I gotta get that fixed. That's a little 125. Might as well get me one of those. Bro, man. It's so much easier to get around. It really is. And not for nothing, like in Florida, you don't even need to put insurance on those things. So, that saves you right there. Figure probably insurance on the car cost you like $100 a month, at least, in this part of the country. So figure 1,200 a year you're saving on insurance payments. Can you show us what it looks like outside? Yeah, sure. Right now, the sun is in some crazy position in the sky. I don't know what it's gonna look like. See how bright that shit is? When I tap different parts of the screen, it's cool. It focuses on the different parts of the screen and makes it look different. Looks like a movie. Do you have to stir the flour? Nah, never. Especially when I use the dosing capsules. When I use the dosing capsules, it extracts way more evenly. Looks like a movie, right? Kinda. Like through the phone, it did. It looked different through the phone. Like I can't get no matter where I focused on, I couldn't get the phone to look the same way it looks in real life. You ever smoked out of a volcano? I believe so, B-Bob. Like years. No, you know what? Nah, I don't think so because I feel like I remember. I think I was just somewhere where someone had a volcano, and I don't think we used it because I distinctly remember being in the room with a volcano, but I don't remember ever hitting out of the bag. And I think back then, I don't think they had a whip for it. I think you had to hit it from the bag. Pause. Do you have any farm animals? Nah, Pine Angler, this is city. So, there's certain areas not too far from here where people have like horses and shit, but I've seen people with chickens in their backyard, but this is not it's not rural. This is South Florida, Fort Lauderdale. You like the volcano? Bro, they're still so expensive. They want $400 still. Yeah. But I mean, if you think about it, the one that I use, the little portable one, they want $400 for. So the fucking big volcano desktop, to me, it's worth it for the simple fact that like a tiny, tiny little bit goes a long way in the fucking vapes. So it's absolutely worth it from my point of view. If you switch over from smoking, you're gonna use way less. And I don't trust oil vapes. I only trust the dry herb vapes, because I already know what's in my bud. I don't know what's in that oil. So if I can consume my bud without having to light it on fire, like, you like smoking out of a bong, dude? Nah, I never did really enjoy it. But you know what, though? It might be different now because I don't smoke nicotine anymore. I used to always have to use a blunt or a joint because even in the joint, I would mix a little tobacco with it. The blunt, you're rolling it in tobacco. So it was always the weed nicotine combination that I needed, not just one or the other. So, well, I can smoke cigarettes by themselves, but I couldn't smoke weed by itself and enjoy it. It needed to be blended with tobacco, and you're not putting no tobacco on the bong rip. So I never really enjoyed the bongs. Um, but now that I'm nicotine free, I feel like I really would uh, enjoy it. The new vape is coming on Tuesday, according to the USPS. And the new vape, I wish I would have ordered them together because I hate to have to now wait. But they have another cooling stem, like a better cooling stem that I'm gonna need to get because that one produces a shit ton of vapor. But you gotta turn it up to 430 degrees. And this right here, where the fuck is it? This, all of this is this is a cooling unit. Like inside here is all types of chambers and paths and everything for the vapor to go down. So this way it cools down as it's going along before it gets into your lungs. The new one doesn't have anything like that. It just has a little glass stem that comes out of the top that the glass is supposed to cool a little bit, but they sell a better one that's longer and has a shit ton of these little spikes in it to cool down much more before it gets to you. That I want to get. And then they also sell for like when I'm at the house, this shit is cool as hell. They have a bubbler. Well, they got a couple different bubblers. They got bubblers that you can plug right into the vape. And they have a bong, like a glass piece that you use. You put in the vape, like you take out the original mouthpiece, that glass stem I was talking about, and then they have a bong adapter where you put this glass piece on the vape, and then it goes into the bong, and you take a bong rip from the vape. What is the most people tuned in at once? On this channel or the other channel? This channel, I'm not sure. The other channel, I think it was like 1,000 people. You should get a bubbler attachment. This channel, not many though. The other channel I know is like 1,000 people. The stream, I got 58,000 altogether. And I think it was like 1.2 thousand or something like that was the most at the same time. This channel though, like I said, I don't even have 1,000 subscribers on here. YouTube limits your reach before you have 1,000 subscribers. So it probably wasn't more than like 20 or 30, if that. I don't even know if it was that high. You got me. What do you mean you got me? Dude, I'm glad you're here chilling me. B-Bob, all right, I'll give you the pass on that because you don't have the blue name in here. But why you always gotta make it so weird, bro? Oh. Appreciate you, Pine Angler. I thought you meant like I was about to ask you. I thought you streamed. I'm about to ask you so I could watch your stream. I thought you were trying to say. I thought you were saying like I got more views than you or something like that. I was like, oh shit, I watch your stream. I said that because I don't have the. Oh man, you something else, Bebop. Yeah. Check this out. Your supervisor, Bebop. Can I call him Alex? Can I refer to him as Alex? Pond angler, can you what? I don't get it. Can I? All right, check this out. Check this out. Check this out. I'll make a deal with you though, pond angler. What's it called? Right now, I literally only have, I think it's 2 mods, possibly 3. And there's so many people that I have that are mods on my other channel that I need to make mods on this channel, and I'll make you one of them too. But I'm just waiting because I need the watch time hours on this channel, and mods don't count towards watch time hours. So, is that cool? Can we wait until I hit my watch time hours, and then you got my word, you and mine, definitely for sure, absolutely. All right, B-Bob. So check this out. The reason I asked you if I could call him Alex, is because now I just wanted to have a name, and it was just, Alex starts with an A, so just boom, perfect, like the first thing that popped into my head. So now, whenever you start making it weird, bro, and you make me uncomfortable on my own fucking stream where I should definitely feel comfortable, I'm gonna start calling you Alex. You heard me, Bebop? Yeah, so whenever you make it weird, now I'm uncomfortable. Like, yo, come on, Alex, chill with that shit, man. All right, peoples. It's time for me to get my grub on and all of that good stuff. Probably record me some. I need to edit some shit. Is what I really need to do. Never seen someone drink out of a gallon jug. Nah, it's just easier. I don't finish that in one day or nothing. Bebop said, "Please don't go. Please don't go. I wanna know. Please don't go." All right, pond angler. Have a good night. I appreciate you, brother. B-Bob, I appreciate you, even though you say all those fucking horrible things about me and spread rumors about me and report me to YouTube and all that shit. Tell me I'm fucking worthless and that I should go fucking, walk into traffic without looking. I still appreciate you, man. So, probably tomorrow, peoples. Oh, and don't miss the episode Sunday. Don't miss the episode. New episode. Unc Podcast. Sunday. 9:45 a.m. peoples. Later.